Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Gains the Powers of Infinity? Sorry for this late thing, upload thing. In my one that I made, so I'm just apologizing right now. Yeah. So now we move on to What If Zuko Gains the Powers of Infinity? So, in this alternate timeline, Zuko was born with powers of zero. Basically, the actual power of zero, like opposite of infinity. Entity. Like we all have like our strengths and then our weaknesses. And then the other people have like weakness to each other's. Like how Venom has the like symbiote thing, but he's weak to fire, air, and then the fire attribute. Yeah, like it's complicated. So Zuko has the power of zero, and yeah, the so that's in this alternate timeline. The no one knows the what powerful abilities do they have. They mostly are common and are more like Quirkless and the Quirk users. Like basically the like if Momo or actually Momo's on that side of Quirk users, that's 50% and 50% for both of them. So those are common ones. But rare is like having a normal ability, like the I'm trying to think of a strength, like your normal reflexes things, like to lift up heavy objects without using the quirk. That's called natural abilities. That's rare. And then, like, more rarer than that, like, epic is like. But Zuko is in the super ultimate legendary rare category. Because he. Yeah, I'll explain it after. Okay? So, yeah. So in this universe, there's those categories. And yeah, Zuko and Zumi, I'm adding Zumi into this what if, were born. And Zuko is always so calm when he was only 3 years old. Oh. But then he had a lot of friends, but or actually he only had Bakugo and his group. And yeah, but Bakugo and Todoroki actually had a big crush on Zumi. Yeah, because she's kind and like all that stuff. So, yeah. But at age of 4, things did change for Zuko. So they go to the Quirk doctor, the Asashi Inko takes Zumi and Zuko to the Quirk doctor, and the Quirk doctor looked at Zumi, and she's at the Quirk. So she's a common Quirk user. As Zumi is happy about it. But when he turned to Zuko, he told him that he's not in the common. He does, or he's in the common, but he's quirkless. So he just says quirkless. As he says, man. So then at age, or after they really didn't abandon him because he was the only one. So, yeah. So then they did not want, like, quirkless. They wanted quirks. So Zuko, or they spend more time with Zumi. I'm just saying that. And Zuko ends up becoming, like, he walks around, like, every day. But when he was age of 5, finally the day came where the Quirk doctor visits him at the park, and tells him that he needs his to basically for the experiment thing. As he says, sure. So then they went to his office, or his, like, lab, and he gets on a table, and he explains that your body, remember what I said about you being, like, the quirkless? Yeah, I am. Well, your parents did not know that you were actually gonna be in the legendary, or no, super ultimate legendary rare. You were in just a epic rare. As Zuko was, because everyone was common, like, in common quirks things. And yeah. So basically, yeah, Zuko was like, wait, am I, okay, don't worry. Because inside your abilities, you're just a legend. Now let me give you the ultimate one, or super ultimate legendary. So he takes a, like, bunch of quirks, like, that over years some people had, like Momo's creation quirk, the Ochako's is gravity, and like all those other ones, and planted them, except for All for One's Quirk. That's the only one that was left out of it. So then he fills up Zuku's body, and yeah, hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry it took so long. So Zuko was like had so many quirks get placed into him, except for All for One's quirk. And yeah, the it was so overwhelming that Zuko's power level and his heart immediately exploded as he died right then and there. As the Quirk Doctor looked at him, as he could not believe that the Zuko's body could not handle that much power. And so he disconnected it from the machine, pulls the handcuffs off of him, and dumped him in the forest, away from everybody to see. But then, after 2 days got abandoned, his eyes woke up. His static shock coursing through his veins as the heart rebuilt itself. Oh. And he, as the air breathes in, as he couldn't remember what happened that fateful day, as he gets up, or his body gets up, as he looks up in daze, as a piece of glass, as he grabs the piece of glass, and looked at himself. He was a whole different person. As his memories, there's one thing. Because his power was 0, it took the quirks and his memories, or like his quirk, or their that he pumped, or the Quirk Doctor pumped into him, turned into his ability, or fused into new ability called Infinity. As, yeah, his memories were the 0 hid his memories, or hid the Zuku's memories away. As he looks up, he has no memory who he was. Or then a time skip to 15. As he goes in to UA. As a name. So Inko and Sashi did not even notice that Zuko was got killed. And Zumi, he really did care about her brother, but when someone, yeah, they could not, yeah, so they moved on with their lives. So Zuko is now the, as he looks up, or he did save Ochako's life, and the, so, yeah, he joins UA. He goes by a different name of Infinity. Eh. So, so everybody's like, there's nothing on him. Is he, no. So they put him in class 1B. So, yeah, then the whole thing goes. As he's always, or he's, this is what the, this is what he thinks, or no, when he, like, in this what if, Zuko, or Infinity is like, acts like her. Like, completely forgetful and what she was doing. So, yeah. So then, or Zorro, too. So then he gets class 1B, and he throws a ball. Try it without your quirk. Okay. As he grabs the ball, as he's like, or they're like wondering why he's using only 2 fingers, as he throws it, as a big shockwave through, or like, made everyone like fly backwards. And as he, yeah, he became uncannily level. Oh, yeah. And plus, the Quirk Doctor removed his limiter. Like, Quirk Doctor removes Zuku's limiter, so there is nothing can hold him back from having too much power. Yeah. So then the all, so I'm skipping the USJ, or no, not the USJ, the ball throw, or no, the heroes versus villains, because I already did a ball throw, so skip the heroes versus villains. Now it's a USJ thing. So Class 1A and Class 1B had to work together. And after they got to there, at USJ thing, the villain Henlin shows up to do like ambushed, and yeah, of course the when of course the only person that didn't get teleported was Zuko. And yeah, Zuko, who was one from Hawaii, and as he looks over at, I'm just gonna say his act, what's he supposed to be, like Zuko, but he looks over and sees all, or the Nomu was about to kill that class 1A student, as his monster, as his arm, like his headaches came back, and he became, or his monster, sorry about that, yeah. So Zuko, whose arms became that. As Zuko becomes, as he goes down there, and he beat up the Nomu so badly, he even ripped the brain out of the Nomu, as the monstrous appearance kicked in. He looked like a more... He looked like... I'm just gonna try to find a picture that matches the description of it. When I'm looking for that, hit that subscribe button. Oh, and please leave a like, share, subscribe thing. So, yeah. So, this is what he looks like. With full brown hair thing. So, everybody's like, man, this kid's not fooling around. As he beats around, or actually, yeah, this kid beats around, like, the Nomu killed it. And, hold on. So, yeah, basically, Zuko ends up, yeah, his new form, represents like or is a Nomu thing. As every girl that saw him fell in love with him. So then So then after of course he went on a rampage and killed almost every villain except for Shiraki-san. That's his target. So he ends up going right to Shiraki-san, and he's about to beat the snot out of him. As Kirigiri teleports him away, or teleports the Shiraki-san away. As he roars her. As he... Yeah. And Zuko roars so loud that even... I'll make a bet that the entire world could hear him. Yeah. So All Might was like, oh boy. So yeah. So then he gets everyone out. As he's glad. He's glad. And so yeah. So then I'm skipping the sports festival. And yeah, it doesn't mean that Zuko got first place or it doesn't mean that I will not go over it, just a little. So Zuko, who won all 3 matches. or two matches, the race one and the cavalry battle. And of course, like always, so the Todoroki versus Zuko, that kind of went for the a little bit into the canon version, but Zuko has, so he basically, as he tells Todoroki that it's people's born with the powers. Like, hey, your girlfriend's his brother was born with a special. He was born with a legend in his body. He was born as a legendary type. And when when Zuko, or when everybody heard what he said, as he and I talked before. As he looks at them, and yeah, Zuko, or not Zuko. Alright, so I need to stop coughing, so yeah. So Zuko ends up telling Todoroki that you should be lucky that you're in the common and quirks. As everyone could not believe that of course, Zumi asks him, is it true that my brother that got abandoned? And was it? Yes. The Quirk doctor told you, or told him that he was actually not Quirkless. He didn't know what category he gets placed into. Legendary, he puts him into. Now, so then Zuko wins, and yeah. So now so Bakugo and yeah, all that stuff. So now it's time skip to All Might versus All for One. And Zuko and All for One, or actually All for One says to All Might that like my powerfulest, or you should have had this much power. You should have known there's a super legendary rare, or super legendary, or no, super ultimate legendary rare. That Zuko has. And All Might like wonders who would it be? Oh, you'll find out. I'll make a bet that he will come. as All for One shoots a beam of light at All Might, and then Zuko pops out of nowhere there in his beast form thing. I hate to be crashing the good-looking party, and I have to step in. As All for One looks at him. Ah, the man, and that is super legendary, or no, super ultimate legendary rare Zuko Midoriya. Or, yeah, Infinity. Or should I say Zuko Midoriya? As everybody could not believe it. That sent shocks down everyone's spine. As they could not believe it. As Zuko's memories finally returned after someone, or the let's say let's say one of the class 1B students, I forget her name, let's say her, that girl right there, she next chops him, lands right on his head, like face, as he wipes his head. Ow. That flippin' hurt, man. Oh. Oh. I feel so much better now. And where's my little sister Zumi? As his hair color changed to green. As they're like wondering what just happened. Oh. And of course he did, or actually let's say he was lost in the forest as he gets slapped in the face by a tree. Let's just say that. Then he laughs as he feels a lot more better, as he could not believe it. As he gets back up, as he's like, oh, where am I again? As he, where am I? I remember I was in the doctor's office. Then the next thing I remember, I woke up here. Where did I go? As he jumps up. As he feels much better. As All for One says, Zuko Midoriya, or should I say, Infinity. Huh. Hey, and All for One says, how's your powers doing? I saw that you, or no, I know that you who had your body filled with quirks, and plus you were born with a power of 0. So when your power of 0 took all those quirks and fused them to create infinity, and your body needed to rebuild itself, and your memories was fused into your 0. So you're now the most powerfulest being in the universe. So, yeah. So Zuko ends up being that person is like, okay, what just happened when I just, eh? How did it feel? But we'll get to that a little later. But now we just need to fight each other, okay? As Zuko, who used his own version of creation, as Momo's wondering, how did he get creation quirk from? As everybody's like wondering if he's the most powerfulest. As he like beats around all for one, with enough force. Yeah. Or as they're like wondering why he's beating around so many like villains. Like he straight up used his full power even towards the maximal. They thought he had a limiter. As Zuko, as the All for One says, you don't have a limit. So go ahead, grow crazy on me. I want to feel your power. Go ahead, Zuko. Show me what you got. Show me what you all want. Fine. And Zuko says, sure. I will show you true power. Because you're just gonna be the only one. As Zuko comes in full force, it's like the Naruto scenes where that guy that went all like full of rage, full of hate thing. Yeah. And as he goes in, has unlimited stamina. So and everyone was so surprised. They never seen a combined of everything. This is the power of the super ultimate legendary rare being to ever exist. As he's beating around All for One like a little ragdoll. Boom. As his power level is insane. Insanely strong. Yeah. As All for One is really getting hurt. Yeah, like his body parts exploded. And yeah. As he had All for One's head and with his body, with just his head, is like, yeah. He says that you're crazy. As he throws All for One, as he uses his laser, boom. Yeah. As they all can't believe that they have a super ultimate legendary rare. Yeah. That's, if it was first letters, it's SULR. So, yeah. And, yeah. The most powerfulest category. Yeah. Everybody's like, holy crap! As some of them just like walk away. So then Nezu, where is he? Nezu ends up telling Zuko that he will be in Class 1A. Because with that stats of the being a SULR, super legendary rare, or super ultimate legendary rare category, he's in S class, or no, A class, or Class 1A. As everybody can't believe. As Bakugo was like, how in the heck, or usually he start cussing, but I'm trying to like water it down. So he says, how in the heck did you go from the Quirkless common to this? And remember what I said? Or actually the Infinity said to you that, it was like visiting, and the court doctor tells me that I wasn't in the commons. He just wanted to say that too. Who? Because he didn't really know until what category am I in. So so then when I was age of 5, one day he finally figured it out. He came to me and told me that I was actually in legendary rare before. As everybody's like, wow, you're lucky, Zuko. All of us have common and quirks, and like Quirkless. We're in the common in this category. But then, yeah, everybody's like, man, because usually it's people with like legendary rare. Normally that forms with like having super overpowered and horn. So yeah, everybody was like, do you want to hang out? Do you want to play video games and all that stuff? They went from being like bullying him, calling him weak, quirkless, and to, do you want to hang out, play video games and all that stuff? Yeah. So yeah, I did not realize that I just talked so fast. So yeah, basically, yeah, Zuko's like, he trains his body every single day. But he doesn't need to, but he wants to. Oh, because, yeah. So then, Ochako and Momo, because Momo and Ochako didn't date anybody because they were dating Bakugo and Todoroki, but both of them fell straight in love with Zumi. So both of them, yeah, that's why Ochako and Momo ended up being single until the Zuko comes along and just, yeah, asks him out, and yeah, as he doesn't specifically have like, I choose her over you or anything. Yeah. So then flippin' Zuko, so then Asashi comes into UA, and yeah, then Zuko ends up um um being, Zuko. So Zuko ends up being was hanging out with Momo and Bakugo, or no, Momo and Ochako, and yeah, then Sashi comes in and tell Zuko who that to come and visit them. So then they came and visit, and Inko, or no, actually Sashi tells Zuko that they want him back in the family, and he apologized for mistreating him with bad and like really bad gore things, and they thought he was. So yeah, then the whole thing goes boom boom. He gets back into the family, and the plus, so he also starts a new one of between Zuko, Ochako, and Momo. The two who common quirks with the legendary, or no, super ultimate legendary rare. Her. Yeah. Because in normally in let me now explain what those stats mean. So common and quirkless, they have a limited ability. Like they can and do what they seem like. They have to be like, they have to go to school to train him. And then rare is more like him. You could do. It's almost the same stuff, but him you have a little bit more free stuff. And then epic, you can just get an fame and glory thing, and it's still the same thing, but you don't like have to train too hard. Herm, and then the legendary rare Herm is you could do anything without having to go to school and to train very hard, and you have a overpowered ability. Yeah. And then that's the only 4 categories. The there's a 5th one was created from or by Zuko. It was called Super Ultimate Legendary Rare. It means that he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to work every single day. He doesn't have to be famous from anything. He's naturally born that way. And yeah. And everything. Everyone respects that category. So yeah, Zuko is in that new category. And it is pretty overpowered one. Everyone, like, if they hanged around with him or is his family, they get a buffed up to the almost the same category. So that means that he can basically turn Momo and Ochako's common quirk thing into the super legendary, or no, super ultimate legendary rare. Her. As, yeah, even his parents were, yeah, were so boosted up. Plus, the good thing is that they don't have to work a day in their lives. Plus, with the overpowered abilities he has, all of the crime rate went down to 0. Because they know that everybody is like now, yeah. So, yeah. So then, yeah. So Momo, whose entire family became the super legendary rare, or no, super ultimate legendary rare, basically. And yeah, say that 10 times fast. So, yeah. Their kids are born naturally with it. So he's pretty, like, he can advance to a newer level if he wants to. Because his kids also gave birth to a newer, higher ranks. So, yeah, it's ultimate, super, ultimate rare, like super, super rare thing. And yeah. And yeah, Zuko is born naturally with it. So he can power himself up and do everything that everyone. Yeah, so the common people that are like hanging around are like, man, this kid's so overpowered. Yeah. Plus, with his ability of not making him age, he also makes those people that around him, like his family, his friends, never age. So basically, Momo could be like, would be like a lot older, like a million years old, and she still looks young. Hung. Yeah. So, yeah. So then Zuko, or then finally the day came and they all died. Except for Zuko. Because Zuko can never die. So then Zuko rewinds time because he was so stressed out. And so he used his powers to reverse time, like rewind it back to the prime thing. Like the beginning of this, like, what if. So go ahead and, like, rewind it back to it was before, like the intro part. So please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you, the Quirk Doctor, for this what if. Thank you, young man. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna create some new, fresh no moves, so bye. Okay. Peace out, y'all.